I'd like to welcome all who tuned in to another exciting edition of Treasures. Today's treasure is entitled, You Will Know Them by Their Fruit, and this is treasure number 205. My theme scripture for this treasure, which is a very, very important treasure, they all are. Every one of these come with scriptural proof. My theme scripture for this treasure, which is very important, is found in Matthew chapter 7, verse 20, New King James Version. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. In this treasure, we will learn what Jesus meant when he talked about fruit. Keep in mind, Jesus used agricultural terms which they understood being farmers. Again, we're going to learn some new Greek words in this also. And I want to pause here and thank the Lord for putting Rick Renner in my life. He's a Greek scholar, and I read his books, and I study, and I'm learning Greek. And I hope this helps you when you watch these treasures. Okay, the Greek words, what they do is they expand the meaning of the verses. The first word we will talk about is fruit in Greek, is the word karpos, Karpos. This Greek word describes the physical fruit of plants and trees. However, the word karpos is used to depict the fruit born in a person's life. This fruit might include a person's deeds, actions, moral character and behavior, or the output of a person's work. We're all put here on this earth for a purpose. Remember that. So in essence, Jesus is telling us the various byproducts of a person's life ultimately reveal what is inside that person. Jesus taught that we can ascertain much about a person by looking at the fruit in his or her life. In fact, Jesus said it is possible to know, K-N-O-W, people by their fruit. The Greek word know is epigenosis, a compound of the word epi and gnosis. The word epi means upon the word. Gnosis means to know and is the Greek word for knowledge. When you compound these two words together, they form the word that means to come upon or to happen upon some kind of knowledge and carries the idea of making a discovery. I love the Greek. I love the way it expands and explains the scripture in more depth. It's powerful, my brothers and sisters. Jesus reminds us there are two types of trees. One produces good fruit and the other bad fruit. Jesus gives us some examples of good and bad trees and what kind of fruit they produce. Let's read Matthew chapter 7, verses 17 through 19, New King James Version. Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit, this is very important, is cut down and thrown into the fire. The Greek word for fire is pyro, P-Y-R, pyrotechnics. Understand what I'm saying? Meaning fire, flames, or fiery. This is a description of hell, my brothers and sisters. Here's the thing, a lot of people are living in deception. They say, well, I believe in heaven, but I don't believe in hell. Well, you're not listening to the right people because there is a hell. Jesus gives us an example of good fruit found in Matthew 25:35 through 36, New King James Version. It reads this way: "For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Now, this is what my wife and I are called to do. We go to prison and preach to the inmates. They need Jesus in their lives. Now, let's read Matthew chapter 25, verse 38. "When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked or clothe you? Or when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you?" And the king will answer and say to them, "Assuredly, I say to you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me." In closing, now you can choose to be a good fruit tree producing good fruit, or be a bad tree, produce bad fruit, and be cut down and thrown into the fire, which stands for hell. You know, I got to pause here a minute. That's why I love the God we serve. He's a God of free will. He gives you a choice. He doesn't say, "You will serve me, you will like it, you will do what I say." He doesn't say that. He gives you a choice. So when you see someone who needs help, simple, help them with clothing, food items, or whatever they need. Go on a mission trip when your church goes. Visit someone in prison and pray with them. Remember this: the choice is yours. I hope you enjoyed this treasure, that it gave you more knowledge and you're learning more Greek words. So until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and keep you in 2026.